Here is every comic book featuring Spider-Man releasing in November 2024. The symbiote have abandoned Peter and rejoined with its original hosts, both of them, but in Venom War issue 4, the zombiote horde becomes impossible to ignore. And Peter? Well, Venom War Spider-Man issue 4 sees him back in the red and blue and off to rescue Mary Jane Watson. Some important Spider-Folk have been defeated in Spider Society issue 4, but can the remaining members of the Society save the day? Probably. It's the last issue. We're back at school in Spider-Man Homeroom Heroes issue 2, and Peter's making films with Mary Jane and teaming up with the Scarlet Witch to take down Mysterio. Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood issue 4 features tales from David Michelinie, G. Willow Wilson and Hayden Sherman back in Spidey's Black Suit days. The Blood Coven have Dagger kidnapped in Blood Hunters issue 4, and the remaining members fight back to stop their endgame. Aliens vs Avengers issue 2 takes us back to an alternate future where the Earth has been defeated and the Avengers must do what they always promised to do: avenge. And Kid Venom issue 3 includes a portal and a mysterious child, and Spider-Man is somehow mixed up in all of this. A new era begins with Amazing Spider-Man issue 61, the start of a story called The 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. Dr. Doom has convinced Spidey to help him save the world from an evil god, and it seems Spider-Man is going to die a lot. People are turning into water, and Electro is mad at his legacy character in The Spectacular Spider-Man issue 9. Venom's journey through time has led him to Loki in Venom issue 39, and you can never go wrong making a deal with Loki, right? He's half dog, half symbiote, and all Deadpool in Venom War Deadpool issue 3, but will that be enough to fight off a deadly horde? Logan stands alone against a very similar horde in Venom War Wolverine issue 3, and it's kind of his fault. Captain America issue 15 sees Cap, Spidey and Thor visit a town in Oklahoma, the site of Thor's greatest shame. And Conquest 2099 issue 3 flies us into hyperspace as Spider-Man 2099, Nova and Red Hulk race to stop Dracula. Gwen Stacy has a new archenemy and a new love interest in Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider issue 7, and it seems like they're the same person. Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 26 sees Miles with a new suit designed to control the vampire within, but the Vulture has a new suit too, and he's out for vengeance. There's a mysterious new woman on the scene in Ultimate Spider-Man issue 11, and she has a connection to the defeated Black Cat, and Harry and Peter aren't getting along. Chasm Curse of Cain issue 4 sees Chasm versus Cain thanks to some eternal mind control from Druig, and neither one will come out unscathed. Silver Sable has a plan to stop the zombiotes in Venom War Lethal Protectors issue 3, but that person in the box last issue is really going to mess things up for them. And the Venom War pulls in everyone's favourite character, Jeff, in Venom War It's Jeff issue 1. Then Spider-Man Reign 2 ends with Spider-Man Reign 2 issue 5, and apparently it's audacious and shocking. And the overly titled Marvel and Disney What If Minnie Became Captain Marvel issue 1 sees Pegleg Pete as Scorpion in a Disney retelling of Captain Marvel's origin. Spider-Man has died once already, but in Amazing Spider-Man issue 62, Spidey must face Cyttorak, the patron of Juggernaut. The same Juggernaut who is 10 times more powerful than Spider-Man with only a fraction of Cyttorak's power. Yeah, that guy. The Venom War comes to a close in Venom War issue 5, with one battle remaining and an outcome that will change both hosts and symbiote forever. West Coast Avengers issue 1 sees the launch of a brand new West Coast Avengers. There's Spider-Woman, which is why we're here, Iron Man, War Machine, Firestar and Ultron? Apparently he's good now. In Spider-Boy issue 13 we learn the secret origin of Spider-Girl. Not that one. And we learn why the Golden Fang may mean the death of both Spider-Boy and Daredevil. And lastly, Spider-Gwen is in Deadpool Team Up issue 4, maybe, probably, I haven't read issue 3 yet, and it's Rob Liefeld's penultimate Deadpool issue. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this was useful to you. What are you picking up this month? Let me know in the comments below whether it's Spider-Man related or not Spider-Man related. Maybe you're trying those Absolute books that DC is putting out. They seem pretty good.